Yo, what's up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be giving an update on Lonzo Ball and talking about that whole situation and if the Chicago Bulls can cut him or get some salary cap in return. Also talking about how an NBA insider does predict Zach LaVine to not finish his max contract with the Bulls and the Bulls to trade him before that contract does end. And later in today's video, talking about a potential trade between the Lakers and the Bulls for DeMar DeRozan, and once again, the Lakers are being linked to DeMar DeRozan. But before I jump into today's video, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Also leave a quick like below today's video. It takes a second and helps me out a lot. And leave some comments and questions below today's video about all the topics that I'm about to jump into and talk about. But nonetheless, let's just jump right into today's video. And this first topic that I want to talk about and break down is a little update on Lonzo Ball and just all the rumors surrounding that whole situation and what the Bulls could do in the future with his contract. Now, just the other day, this article did come out from Sports Illustrated, and the article was titled that the Chicago Bulls believe Lonzo Ball might never play again due to this injury. And in this article, according to 670 The Score's Dan Bernstein, he was on his podcast talking about this whole situation, and he did report saying that the Chicago Bulls privately believe that Lonzo Ball's playing days are over due to lingering knee issues. Now, let me just first off say this isn't shocking or surprising. This is more or less kind of expected with this whole situation. Now, Dan did continue, and he did say while talking on his podcast that he did report that the team does fear the worst in regard to the former lottery draft pick's left knee. And I hate to talk like this, especially surrounding Lonzo Ball, because I think we all know how good this Bulls team was when he was healthy and how good of a player Lonzo is when he's healthy. But at the end of the day, this is a business decision, and the Bulls front office, they have to think about this and go about it as of Lonzo's probably never going to play again. And I hate to be like this, but let's be real. Lonzo's very injury prone. I'd be very shocked if he does play again in the NBA. Now, obviously, I hope he can come back, and just even if he doesn't come back to the NBA, I hope he can just walk again and have a normal life as a father one day with his daughter and everything like that. Now, after that, Dan did continue, and he did report saying that the other thing I heard is even though publicly that the Bulls, obviously publicly, this Bulls front office and organization, they're going to back Lonzo Ball and be very, I'd say, optimistic about the future for Lonzo Ball, just hoping that he can come back. And Dan did continue after that, and he said there's a reason why the Bulls aren't, I'd say, cutting Lonzo Ball or going through the union issues right now, and pretty much why the Bulls haven't cut Lonzo Ball or tried to get some salary cap back is because Dan did say because they didn't ask for the salary exception yet, because the Bulls, they don't want to send a message publicly that they pretty much quit on Lonzo Ball and that they're done with him. And I do understand that whole situation. It's not a good look from the Bulls front office, their organization, giving up on a player, especially after signing Lonzo Ball to all this money, knowing that he's had previous knee injuries. And let's be real, he's been injury prone his whole career. Now, at the end of this quote, Dan did say the Bulls don't believe it's likely that he ever plays again. So to pretty much just recap all that, this isn't, I'd say, shocking news, but who knows if the Bulls are going to apply for the salary exception due to the negative vibes and all the negative hate that's going to go on around the NBA, especially the players. This isn't a good look for Lonzo Ball, the Bulls front office, or anything. Say the Bulls do want to try and get some salary cap back, they have to go through the NBA union, and all the players have to pretty much vote on if Lonzo's injury is career ending. It's going to be messy. Who knows what the Bulls are going to do? I don't think they're going to go that route, but I could be wrong. Now, the second topic in today's video is once again another article that came out from Sports Illustrated just yesterday. And in this article, they were talking about how an NBA insider does predict Zach LaVine to be traded from the Chicago Bulls within the next 3 seasons. And as of right now, just looking at the future of the Chicago Bulls, it's not very bright, especially after them not even making the NBA playoffs this year. And especially if you look at the numbers, DeMar, Vooch, and Zach all played pretty solid and put up good numbers. And per Bleacher Report and Sports Illustrated, they do believe that Zach LaVine will not last long on the Chicago Bulls. They don't expect him to finish his max contract with the Bulls, and they do expect him to get traded within the next 3 seasons. Now, the Zach LaVine rumors have really never calmed down, and I honestly talked about Zach LaVine for Jaylen Brown trade rumors in my last video if you guys missed out on that video, but just the other day, per Casey Johnson, and he was talking on NBC Sports Chicago's podcast, and he did report saying that rival executive executives are very skeptical about the marriage between Zach LaVine and the Bulls. Even though the Bulls did hand him a 5-year max contract, Bleacher Report does believe that the messy future and just the kind of uncertainty surrounding the Bulls franchise right now will eventually eat away at Zach LaVine's loyalty to the Bulls, leading him to demand a trade. Now, as of right now, it wouldn't surprise me, say Zach LaVine does get sick of this, I'd say, rebuild or a retool, or who knows what this Bulls front office is going to do right now. I've said in past videos, the Bulls are kind of in basketball hell right now. Zach LaVine has been very loyal to Chicago, but it wouldn't surprise me if he did demand a trade in the near future. As of right now, I don't see Zach LaVine demanding a trade anytime soon, but let's say the Bulls run it back with the same roster and they once again don't make the NBA playoffs. I could see Zach LaVine get frustrated and demand a trade in the future. Now, the final topic in today's video is about this article that came out just the other day from Bleacher Report, and the article was titled, "One Trade Idea for Every Team Not in the 2023 NBA Finals." Now, let's be real, the Lakers have been linked to Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan for years now, especially just a few seasons ago when DeMar DeRozan was a free agent. I really thought he was going to sign with the Lakers or Clippers, and then he did choose the Chicago Bulls because the Bulls offered more money. And in this Bleacher Report article, they threw together a potential trade. Now, I've said this in past videos. I love DeMar DeRozan. He's outplayed his contract with the Bulls. He's played amazing. He's been a 2-time All-Star with his time in Chicago. And let's be real, he's been a great mentor to Patrick Williams, Kobe White, and Dalen Terry. But I still do believe DeMar DeRozan's the odd man out. And if the Bulls want to change how they run this offense and shoot more threes, I feel like you have to trade DeMar DeRozan. And this potential trade would be the Chicago Bulls getting D'Angelo Russell in a sign-in trade, Mo Bamba, Max Christie, and a 2029 unprotected first-round draft pick for DeMar DeRozan. Now, I don't think the Lakers would give that much up for DeMar DeRozan, especially given that he's on a 1-year contract for the Chicago Bulls. But let's say the Lakers did offer this trade, I would take this in a heartbeat, I think. I love DeMar DeRozan. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's been great in his time with the Bulls, but I truly do believe the Bulls need change. I feel like D'Lo, he's a solid young point guard. I mean, he didn't play the best in the playoffs, but he has a lot of potential. I think he'd be a solid point guard, given that it does seem like Lonzo's never going to play again. I've been very interested in Mo Bamba since he's been drafted into the league, and he could be a good starting center or just a good backup center for the Chicago Bulls. You know, Max Christie, I'm going to be real, I don't know much about him, but he did shoot 42% from 3 as a rookie, and he doesn't turn 21 until February. Also, getting Mo Bamba in return could help out the Bulls, say Vooch does walk in free agency, and of course, getting a 2029 draft pick for DeMar does help out. Now, who knows, you know, that's a long time away. Who knows how valuable that first-round draft pick is going to be by then, but I feel like that is a lot for DeMar DeRozan. I don't see the Lakers giving all that up, but say they did, I would take that in a heartbeat. Definitely leave some comments and questions below today's video about all the topics, rumors, and updates I did talk about and break down. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Have a good one.